pour yourself a pint, cozy up, and get ready for another episode of Beer, Bros, and BS.
This is Jay Muse. This is Eddie McClintock from Warehouse 13.
Hey, this is Brian Holler. This is Brett Dahl.
Hey, this is Eddie Trunk, and you're listening to Beer Bros and BS.
Beers Bros BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
Beer Bros and BS.
You should be listening to Beer Bros and BS every day, every minute for the rest of your lives. Snooch to the nooch!
Welcome to episode 83 of Beer Bros and BS. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
I'm Tony, the Craft Beer Gooner.
And this is Dan.
JJ, the Metal Chef.
Jose.
So you guys listening to this don't know what happened, but we just this is take two. We're going to cut out that first part. Jose, why don't you go ahead and tell everyone that what we're going to be drinking tonight?
Okay, wish me luck. Starting at one corner.
Start from the other side.
Okay, fine. I'll just start from the other
Yes,
side.
that's what I put in
Yeah,
the
wrong hole. Wrong hole, Jose.
Boulevard Voter Project, number 2, Wood Sour Ale.
Number 2.
Ommegang Brewery, Game of Thrones, Valar Doharis,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rocky Road by Smuttynose,
It's still Rocky Road, man. Yep.
New Glarus Brewing Company, Chump Rogue.
I don't know. It's hard to read those cursive letters, man.
Yeah, I know it's handwritten and
Your-
everything. Like
Your French pronunciation is magnifique.
and Founders CBS. Wow, I can't fuck that one up.
Yeah, even you can get that one out.
Wait, could have been like...
Founders Cubs, ladies and gentlemen.
So why don't you go ahead and open the first one?
It does have a cork.
Yep.
Oh, corking.
As always, there is a live corking.
Pull that cork out of that hole. Nice
Very,
and slow.
very dangerous in the studio.
Holy shit!
I was about to say, it might hit our studio fan.
That was very dangerous.
It hit our one fan.
I see what you did there.
No one's listening anymore. It was a good run, guys.
That was fucking insane, man. Where did it go?
That was hardcore. I like it. And
And we're literally surrounded by glassware, but you know.
Why is my cat passed out in the middle?
Oh, Jesus.
and just to think, listeners...
In the middle of the studio.
Yeah, and just to think, listeners, we still have another cork to go.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a double cork episode.
2 corks at the same time.
So who brought this beer?
So I brought this one. You'll be surprised to know that I brought a wild sour ale.
No.
So
That was Anissa.
yeah, it's from Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City. This is Fooder Project number 2, Wood Aged Sour Ale, a limited release. I got this about 6 months ago when I went to visit KC. And it's
pretty sour. What do you guys think?
It says this beer was meant to enter the world as a component of a new Love Child blend, but it had other ideas, developing so many lively tart notes of lemon, strawberry, peach, and apricot that we just had to let it be.
So it's a love stepchild?
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
It's 7% ABV.
It's
Still-
different.
that's very
Definitely
good.
get the lemon and the apricot.
Yeah, I get a lot of apricot.
Yep.
It's very, to me, kind of like a sweet, like champagne almost.
Right. You get that nice dryness to it.
Yeah. It's
Well,
very
obviously
nice.
it's well carbonated. It almost took out my face.
Yeah.
No, this is fantastic.
Yeah, I like this better than Love Child. It's
Well, then all of them, there's been some good ones, man.
There have been some good ones. Like most of the Love Childs are like really funky and really sour.
Yeah, the love childs are really, really super tart. This is a little bit more
Yeah, this one's
rounded
like,
off.
Exactly.
It's
It's
smoother.
it's more balanced. It's nice and fruity. I dig it.
Yeah, I
it's
prefer
almost
this one,
like a
definitely.
super sweet saison.
This guy
Yeah.
knows. This is not on distro, right? This is
I do not think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I actually picked this up at Boulevard.
this is fantastic. Like I took a drink from it, and like I
Where's
fucking
Boulevard,
got
buddy?
chills. It was fucking
Kansas City?
Woo.
Oh,
Dude, this is fantastic. That's a hell of a way to start the show.
Yeah.
And you said this is wood aged?
It is, yes. It is aged in oak fooders.
Oh, well, I've got wood.
Sourwood.
Oh, no, it's not sour.
So let me ask you guys: would you rather be able to see through walls or turn invisible?
See through walls.
Turn invisible.
And it's permanent, so I can permanently turn invisible. Oh, then I'll do that.
You can't turn it on and off?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, then invisible for sure.
Absolutely. I agree.
Why?
So I can sneak into theme parks and breweries without paying an admission. And
I could get away. I could get away with doing a lot more being invisible, but actually doing stuff rather than just seeing through a wall and
Yeah, but
observing.
if you see through a wall, if you are invisible, you can't see inside a locked room. While if you can see through walls, you can look inside a locked room.
So what am I going to be
And
able
also,
to do?
like-
Just look around? I mean, if I'm invisible, I could do shit that I couldn't normally do.
Yeah, but like you might realize that there's other things. Like you might realize that there's like an underground, like I don't know, headquarters or something. Or you might see like you're walking around Disney. Oh, you see underground.
Oh, you can see the Disney jail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does the invisibility spread to your clothes as well?
No.
Ah, see, so you'd have to walk around naked if you wanted to be invisible.
So?
And I guess, like whatever you're carrying. So you couldn't like steal beer because there would be like this floating beer glass.
But then again, if you're invisible, you could also do the surprise jizz like on the face.
Well,
That definitely would help you escape.
Oh, the roof is leaking.
Well, actually, there's something on my face, but I don't know what it is. Because your jizz would be visible too, I
It's
guess.
white and sticky. Like you can just jizz like that instantly, like on someone.
it would be invisible. It would be invisible until you turned visible again.
Oh, wow. So it's like, oh, what is this? Wait, I don't get it. I don't see anything.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
I guess those.
They wouldn't see it coming.
I guess the glazed donuts from the Krispy Kreme are leaking.
Would you rather colonize Mars with Elon Musk or go explore the Matrix with Keanu Reeves?
Ooh.
I would go to Mars with Elon Musk. The Matrix is too dangerous. And
That's
plus, I
true.
want to go to outer space.
That's true. The Matrix is full of those agents that like they want to kill everybody. That's
But you
not
could
an
be
agent.
in the training Matrix.
So well, that's not actually the Matrix. That's like a simulation that simulates. the
Well,
Matrix.
isn't
Is
the
that what we're
Matrix a
talking-
simulation?
We are in the Matrix
No.
right now.
Well, isn't the Matrix a simulation in the end?
Yes, but you're saying the training Matrix, which
Spoilers,
is not the
goddammit.
actual
In
Matrix.
any
Like
Matrix.
20 years ago.
Training one.
Oh, so it could be just like, all right, so go in a holodeck kind of thing with Keanu. So is this a permanent situation, or no, you just go hang out and
Yeah.
make up your own worlds as you go and explore them? No, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool, but I think I'd actually go to Mars.
With Elon Musk? Yeah, be the guy that goes to Mars with Elon Musk. Be the only two people.
Yeah,
You have to
Fine,
bring
I
some
don't know.
women.
it'd be a sweet bromance. Yeah.
Dude, all that money that dude's got, fucking have
Building flamethrowers and shit.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, they ran out.
Yeah, does Elon bring some ladies?
No,
Can
it's
I
just
bring
you
the
two.
net with me? No.
It's just you two.
Yeah, but he can build like probably a really cool sex robot.
With 3 tits.
I'm sure he already has.
No, that's true.
There's a theory. You guys read that theory that he's just Hank Scorpio from The Simpsons?
No,
He's
you know,
just a genius billionaire. Just
no, actually, Shkadran Mustafi from Arsenal is Hank Scorpio.
No.
I was like, she's like, no.
Did you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it fucking looks like just like that guy.
Does
Arsenal
he
won
look
today,
like him
2-0
as much
in Milan.
Does he look
Good
like
news,
as
guys.
much as the character as Mesut Ozil looked like that fish from Futurama?
Or the fish from The Simpsons.
or whatever, same one.
Or any Simpsons character, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Actually, I'm going to Google Shkadran Mustafi Hank Scorpio to see if it comes up.
I'm
Okay.
sure somebody else has noticed that. But let me ask you guys, would you rather find a fossil of a Tyrannosaurus Rex eating an angel or a fossilized giant human eating a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Fuck.
Which would you rather discover?
Eating an angel?
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, I want the angel. Like
to
fighting.
prove that there's like something really
Yeah, like
there.
an
Yeah.
afterlife of some sort.
Or at least there's these mystical beings that used to fight dinosaurs, apparently.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
but not successfully though.
I mean,
Yeah.
The fact
There's a
that they
limit.
were eaten by them,
yeah.
or the fact that there used to be giant humans who could eat a T-Rex.
No, I
Bible
think
talk about giants?
the angels would be cooler. My opinion.
I did not hear the question because I was googling.
Next question.
Quit Googling on air.
Do you like Tyrael or
Disgusting.
Giant?
Like what?
Tyrael or Giants? Oh, you never played Diablo 2. Never mind. Next question.
Would you rather not be able to use a microwave, toaster, or toaster oven
I would starve.
ever again, or have your only water be bottled without ice, and you can't freeze it, you can't artificially flavor it? So the only water you would ever drink would just be room temperature
Like lukewarm water.
bottled water, or you can't ever use
Can
a
I-
microwave or toaster oven.
So is it that's the only beverage I can ever have
No,
for
you,
the rest
you
of my
can
life?
have other
Oh,
beverages.
dude, then I'll
but
handle that.
but anytime you need to drink water, it has to be from a bottle. You can never have cold water again.
That's fine.
You can never have hot water.
I already do. Like
You want to make a cup of tea or something?
when I usually have
Cuban
water, it's
coffee?
usually room
can't have
temperature
it.
water bottled from my sink that I usually have anyway.
It's
So.
just a microwave.
Toaster oven or toaster. You can't use
Okay, I can live with that because I can still use the stove and the oven,
the regular
the
oven.
grill.
Yes,
Oh, okay, then I'll do that.
but you can never use a microwave
Can someone else microwave my food for me?
if they chose to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah, I think Danette would help me out. I mean, she normally cooks, but if I had to nuke something, I'd be like, babe, I chose the option, and would you rather that I can't microwave things?
Hot pockets.
Oh my God, no hot pockets, Jesus.
Would you rather have an unlimited amount of pudding cups or fruit cups?
Pudding cups. Fuck yeah.
Tony got hard.
I'm all about the pudding cups.
I couldn't hear the second option because
pudding
Tony got
pudding
so excited.
cups, dude. Pudding cups. Obviously. Why would I care about the fruit cups? I just get fruits.
Yeah,
They're the same thing.
I hate fruit
Agreed.
cups. They taste like syrupy crap.
Oh, I love fruit cups. Would you rather have an unlimited amount? I'm sorry. Would you rather be immortal or impervious to damage?
Immortal. I want to live forever.
So if you say impervious to damage, like,
Couldn't you wind up
yeah,
being immortal?
Yeah, like,
No, you
No,
still
you'd still
age and you
get-
still
Yeah,
die.
you still have the lifespan.
doesn't that count as damage to yourself?
No.
You'll basically be Wolverine, but he still gets old
Okay,
eventually.
but you die like of old age.
Yeah, but immortal, like the Earth can get blown up and you can just float around in space.
Yeah, but you could get fucked up, and like you'll still be alive, but your body's all fucked up.
You're not regenerating limbs or anything. You're just surviving.
Yeah. Or you get stuck in a crevice
Yeah,
and
it's like,
there
what's your
you are,
quality of life?
stuck in
And
a
then- and
crevice
then, like,
forever.
You'll get to the point where like you want to die and you can't.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's true. Ooh.
So like, I'll take the second one.
Yeah, you get too close to the sun and you're burning alive, but you can't fucking die.
Fuck it, I'll figure it out. By that point, I have all the technology.
Unless you're, what's that movie where you're trapped?
Oh, like in the rocks and shit.
Was it 27 hours, 87
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah.
And I have to
27
eat my
hours.
arm off. Or your leg, whatever part
I
you
think he's-
ate.
Cut off an arm or something.
Yeah, he had to cut his own arm with like a fucking pocket knife.
Yeah.
Would you
Disgusting.
Would
Jesus.
you rather have unlimited money or eat whatever you want without health consequences?
Unlimited money, dude.
Yeah. This isn't hard for me. Unlimited money.
Until you get what's that thing called?
A heart
Gout.
attack.
Yeah, heart attack or gout.
Okay. Unlimited money.
Yeah, the
It's
thing is
inevitable
that
anyway.
But then I just pay the best doctors.
the thing is that with that one, what you can do if you can eat anything without health consequences, you can eat a blowfish liver.
Why the
What-
fuck would you want to do that?
Yeah.
It's apparently the most tasty food that you can get, but there's
If prepared wrong, you
if
die.
you die. There's no antidote for it, and you die of suffocation.
Wasn't
Wasn't that
it?
on Simpsons?
It was on the first season of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow, really? Why would you take the chance ever?
Because it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like an adrenaline thing. Like, oh, I could die from eating this if there's on that off chance.
Oh, no shit.
People skydive even though
Yeah.
you could die on that off chance.
Yeah, Dan, like it's like when we went with Tony to Vegas for my birthday and we had the death wings.
Yeah.
It's such an adrenaline rush, and you could die, and gets you all hard and fired up.
That made me cry, man.
But like places that actually serve it, they have chefs that are super highly
Of course,
trained,
yeah.
and they
And finally, guys, would you rather be one of the best in the world at one sport or hobby, or be better than the average person at most sports or hobbies? So you'd be like one of the best in the world, or you just be average, but just a little
Could
bit
I
better.
pick which one I'm the best in the world at?
Yes.
Then I would do that, and I would want to be the best baseball player ever, and get paid fucking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Until you get, old and...
Whatever, but I'll be rich as shit.
But it didn't say how you'd be the best until they catch you using steroids and you get
everybody else. I mean, come on, whatever.
Dale Strawberry never did.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I like option 2. I like the being just like, hey, you can still make good money being above average than everyone else. You could go to like poker fucking tournaments.
Yeah, you can poker
fucking
tournaments or
whoop
pick up
ass.
games.
Yeah.
Just be better than everybody
why
else.
wouldn't
on
you
there.
want to just be the best at poker?
Yeah.
There's more than poker in life.
Yeah. It's badass.
It's just
like, I'm
not
good at fucking
the-
everything.
Yeah, it's like you can walk into anything and you could just be pretty
Did you
good
say
at
that
it.
was the last... Oh, I had one.
Okay.
Okay. If you had 1 week and you had to do it, and they gave you the option of you have to eat cat food, will you eat dry cat food or wet cat food
For a whole week?
for a whole week?
Wet.
Why?
Why? Because it's almost the same thing as the human food, especially for the tuna ones. It's just tuna.
Yeah, I would go with wet as well. That just seems like the better quality cat food.
Hey, Strider and Hermione can vouch for that one.
Dave?
Can they? They don't really speak English, or at least I haven't heard them.
No, but they have the dry food all day around, and then when I crack open a can, they go fucking nuts.
Dave?
Hard food.
Yeah, like
I'll go with
eat it like cereal, just kind
the
of.
dry food as well.
I would go wet.
And before we get to this,
is better.
and we're going to start pouring the second beer now. But as we're pouring that, don't forget upcoming. We're going to have. Yeah.
No, let him do it. Let him do it. Yeah.
Okay. As Dan's opening the beer,
Oh God, he's an amateur.
don't forget we have the Sprung Beer Festival coming up on April 7th. Dan, want to say anything about it?
Yeah, so we were going to be using the promo code BeerBrosBS. It should work for the Beer Socialite ticket. Normally a $70 ticket. We will be able to provide that at $40 and
Get you $30 off.
$30 discount.
What a discount!
And that gets you an hour early access. It gets you like a tote bag, a pint glass.
Yep.
It
And
gets
access
you
to all the beers.
access to everything an hour earlier than everybody else. All the
What's
other-
that promo code again, Dan?
The promo code is Beer Bros BS, all
One more
one
time?
word, all caps. Beer Bros BS. S.
Beer Bros BS. Beer Bros BS. Beer Bros BS.
It
That's the
should
promo
work.
code. You heard it here.
It should work.
Well, that's the promo code repeated 3 times.
Yeah.
So
It's just one time,
Just put it
though.
one time.
Beer Bros BS.
And who knows, you might have the
it should work.
No,
you
it
might
really
have
should.
the
It will
opportunity.
work. It will work.
you might have the opportunity to spot one of us in the flesh if you're lucky.
And if you do,
Well, we will be there wearing hats to identify us.
yep. If you see me, I will drink a beer with you
Yeah.
because they're all included.
We will all drink beers.
I don't know, man. I was thinking I was just going to go there and have like a bunch of ginger ale.
Well,
Oh, they have
Sprung-
craft ginger ale?
Sprung Ginger Ale Fest, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know, man. I'm just talking shit.
I get sprung for ginger ale.
And that brings us to our second beer of the night.
When a girl walks in with a craft beer in your face, you get sprung.
That's actually not a bad line. So I'm coming in with some hot fire.
Who talks like that?
Dylan, spit the hot fire.
I was gonna say
And,
it's Dragon's Fire, maybe.
So this
Top
is
5 beers of the show will be Dylon, 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 Dylon.
The temperature of the beer is not hot.
so. This is from Brewery, Ommegang, from Cooperstown, New York. This is a beer using the license for Game of Thrones to put that name on the bottle and try to sell more beer. This is Ballard do Hires Belgian style triple. It is actually really, really awesome, and it's a 9% ABV Belgian triple.
Does it have honey?
It does, man. It is definitely going to have notes of honey, of toffee, orange zest, mildly bitter, malty, and it definitely has a pretty dope bouquet.
Surprised it's the first one that we've done because they have a wide variety of them.
Yeah, I think this is number 6 or number 7.
Yeah, they've done a bunch of Game of Thrones.
I remember
series.
the Red Dragon one was actually pretty good.
Yeah. And
They've all been pretty good.
They've all been pretty good.
All been solid. I just want to say, on a show full of bullshit, I find it funny that Dan brought this since he doesn't even fucking watch the show.
Have you read the books? No.
No, I'm not. I'm not into like that genre.
You don't like boobs and dragons? What's
You
the
don't
fucking
like-
wrong with you?
See,
Or are you?
here's the thing, though. I really think that if you watch it, you would really like it.
Yeah.
And I
You've never watched an episode?
No, the first one.
Yeah, but to me
The
it
first
starts
one
off
is-
slow. Yeah.
The first one is whatever. It is so. The book at least is so brutal and in your face and
but
like.
but that's the thing. Dan likes to troll.
I think it is because it's so
And there's so
popular. I
much,
think
like-
he doesn't watch.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not.
No,
going
but
to
he
do
likes
that.
Breaking Bad, and that shit was the most popular fucking thing ever.
Yeah, that was just a better show.
I mean, Breaking Bad is my favorite TV show ever, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to argue with you on that. That's like probably the
Yeah.
best show of all time. But Game of Thrones is like super good.
Yeah. No, but even Breaking Bad started.
Bro,
a little
I thought
slow.
that League was the best show of all time.
You thought what was
the league.
the League?
It was pretty awesome. I mean, maybe I'll have to give it another
gotta
shot.
keep them separated. Oh.
I don't know, man.
It's my favorite movie.
Pouring out for the home.
Shout out to Issa.
No, but
No, I like the story because it doesn't pull any stops. Like you read the book and it's like, wow, that's fucked up. Like I can't believe that he actually put this in the book.
Yeah, and it's not really something that any.
It probably happened back then, but people don't like to talk about
The
it.
closest thing that I would say is it is a little bit like Breaking Bad in the or Sons of Anarchy in the sense that no character is safe.
Yeah.
It's not like like what's going to happen to this character? Well, are they going to die? No, it's one of the main characters. No, that shit
it's
could
like
happen.
climax. Oh, dead.
yeah.
and it won't necessarily happen at the end of the season.
Yep, I agree. And to me, like all those shows, just like they just kept escalating. Like it just got better and better as it was such a fun ride, like the whole time.
I don't know, man. I mean, I have to give it another shot because obviously it's quality. I mean, it's been around for
Everyone
a while.
loves
And
it.
everybody likes it. But then again, everybody fucking likes Walking Dead, and that show sucks ass too.
No, that's dropping off.
That dropped off.
That show hasn't been good for a long time.
A couple of years ago.
No, but I'm saying like this season the viewership is dropping like a stone. So
I mean, because last season it was bad.
But that's not how Game of Thrones hasn't been dropping off viewers, even gaining viewers.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
yeah, it's been consistently good. Anyway, this beer very good.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I'll check out a couple more episodes, and maybe it'll hook me. Maybe confirm, my feeling. Whatever. Either way, the beer is pretty fucking good. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I already finished mine.
I like the honey notes. So
yeah. It's a very smooth triple.
Yep.
Light mouthfeel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a little more.
Oh, a lot of them are
It's got- it's
got
got-
some boozy, but
And a nice like sweetness in the finish from the honey.
Yeah,
definitely the choice drink
Good
of
stuff.
children with spring.
Ommegang is known for their Belgian style beers. So.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, one of my favorites ever. Like to me, it was like a gateway beer. Three Philosophers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
One of the great American quads.
One of the very first craft beers I could remember having, man.
Yeah.
That and like 90
Actually,
minute
it's the
IPA
first.
and-
It's the first beer that Sonia gave me when I came to this house. Like when I came over, and she was like, "Hey, have a beer." I'm like, "Oh, what is this?"
Yeah. I usually like to get a beer after I
just so
come
you know,
to.
like when you said that, there was an odd, indifferent pause there when you said that.
I was figuring out how to.
You were
phrase
figuring it out. What?
Yeah,
Ew.
that too. We all have to start somewhere.
Oh God, Jose.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I don't think we've ever had 3 philosophers on the show. I think I'll do that.
We have not had any other Ommegang beers on Beer Bros BS.
Which I'm surprised. I
And
thought
to
we
be
at least had one.
And to be honest, we haven't had any philosophers either.
We are. I feel that we are beer
I
philosophers.
don't know. Reyes is kind of philosophical sometimes.
What do you think about that,
totally
Reyes?
Well, wait, he's still thinking about it.
Let me get back to
He's watching one of his new shows.
damn.
Jose.
Yes.
That's his name.
See?
So today, I brought you an interesting article. It's about some shit that I saw on the internet.
Article stinks.
Literal shit. Poo stains seen from space lead to discovery of massive penguin super colony. So after noticing telltale signs of guano streaks on satellite imagery, international team of researchers found 1.5 million penguins in the of the aquatic birds in the Antarctic Peninsula. So apparently they photographed through satellite imaging, and they found long streaks of shit, literally, and then they figured out, oh my god, there's a colony of penguins. Can you imagine how much shit you have to see this shit from space?
It's
A shitload.
A shitload.
More
I saw
like
a
10
pic-
shitloads.
I saw a picture of that colony, and it was like, holy shit.
Literally.
They found guano.
I mean, it's like
I had to do the Ace Ventura 2 on that one.
a whole colony of 1.5 million penguins ought to be like visible from space. So
Yeah.
imagine like how much more prominent the shit stain is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the cool thing is that they could just walk, waddle, and just shit between their legs and just
Yeah.
form a straight line, like a conga line, and just that's probably what happened.
Was it just one line? Yeah, just like single file.
No, it's like a streak. It's like a streak that just flows.
Like a skid mark?
Yeah. Let me see.
I like that you pointed out that it was cool that the penguins did this. Welcome to Count to the show.
one
had a
penguin.
Muppet on here.
It's a river of shit and penguins.
This sounds like a Guar song in the making.
Well, they are from
Shit and
Antarctica.
penguins.
Oh yeah, they have the song "Penguin Attack." It's a penguin attack.
Shitty penguins.
But isn't that where their spaceship landed on Earth?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's where they have their home on Earth.
Right there.
That has a lot of poop.
That's awesome.
So shout out to all the Guar scumdogs.
Yep. Odorous forever.
So my topic this week, it's actually a couple weeks old, but I found it interesting. So a woman flying out of Newark Liberty International Airport was denied boarding because she tried to bring an emotional support peacock on the
Heard
flight.
about this.
Yes.
Holy shit.
There's a picture of it. The peacock is absolutely massive. Like it's bigger than a person. And even though
I don't understand. She didn't mean to ruffle anybody's feathers.
Oh my fucking line.
I know that's like the joke every time on the show. Yeah, so even though she bought a second ticket for the peacock, the airline denied her request to allow the peacock on board.
Pet was being too much of a dick.
So
Yeah, I see what you did there.
United said in a statement that the animal did not meet guidelines for a number of reasons, including its weight and size. Apparently,
Clearly, the bird cannot fly.
They can fly. Peacocks
I'm a
can fly.
peacock.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. You gotta let me fly. I'm a peacock.
no, what is it?
He knows what I'm talking. It's the good guys, Mark Wahlberg and
Wasn't it the other guys?
or the other guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, the other guys, Mark Wahlberg and
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell. Thanks.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but for all you listeners down here in South Florida, we get a shit ton of peacocks.
I have peacocks at my job, a couple of times a week. To the point they come up to you looking for food and shit.
Not a rare sighting.
So, it seems pretty understandable that they would deny
Yeah.
a peacock
It's a large animal.
on board a plane, but it's really a case of like people abusing the whole emotional support animals thing gone too far.
Well, Sonia takes me as her emotional support animal.
You're the emotional support husband, yeah. I know that they're gonna like crack down on you pretty soon.
Does she put that vest and leash on you and just drag you around?
Whatever, half price flight, so whatever it takes.
Yeah,
They're going to put you in a cage.
The kennels.
So this comes on the heels of Delta also
Kinky
announcing
night.
that if you are going to fly with an emotional support animal, you need to submit a health form from a veterinarian and an immunization record to the airline
Good.
with 48 hours notice.
Good.
And they will also not allow exotic emotional support animals, including ferrets, insects, spiders, goats, or animals with tusks or hooves.
What about kangaroos? Can you
They
take a
have-
wallaby?
They have hooves.
It's like it's
hooves,
like
yes.
like an Airbud situation. Like it's not forbidden. So
Got to take this dolphin.
Fuck, I was going to bring my fucking black cobra.
Maybe you
That's my
can run for
support animal.
Prime Minister of Italy.
what's that now?
Earbud.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Well, some people have hamsters, but maybe they're hidden.
Oh.
Oh,
Maybe like they have a massive vagina or something.
no.
Yeah, in the butt. That dribbles in the butt.
Does this grind your gears?
Anyways, so guys, don't try to fly with an emotional support peacock. Is what I'm basically saying.
And that brings us to our third beer of the night.
And that would be this one right here that I brought, and I need an opener.
Oh, wow. We haven't had an opener all night.
Hey, all right, so this is the Rocky Road from Smuttynose Brewing.
So while you're opening it, let me ask you guys: have you guys seen any weird shit on a plane? Like a weird animal or?
I've only seen dogs.
No, yeah, just the occasional, dog. Yeah, nothing really that weird. Yeah, I can't think of anything too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, no monkeys, no birds. Actually, I haven't never seen a bird on a plane.
It's a bird.
What,
Or a plane.
what
It's
about
Superman!
what about snakes on a plane?
Oh,
Seen a trouser snake?
Oh,
What's a trouser
What's
snake?
a trouser snake, Dave?
Show you guys later. So JJ, go ahead and tell us about this beer.
All right, so again, this is from Smuttynose Brewing. This is their Rocky Road. Comes in at
In a bottle.
and a bottle. Try to see the ABV.
by the way, guys, I do check in the format of the beers. So
All right, so it's 7.8%, very precise here. So this is their
Not
stout
quite 8.
brewed in cacao nibs. Marshmallow cream.
That's what Method Man calls himself when he's eating chocolate.
There's a lot of Easter references today. And aged on oak chips. What do you guys think?
Smuttynose has good nose.
Yeah, this beer does have a great nose.
It does not taste at all like Rocky Road. I have to say.
I mean, it's like 2 years old, so, I mean,
Oh, is it? No.
yeah.
No, it says bottled on September 17th.
Oh,
It's not that old.
1 year old.
okay. Yeah, never mind. I
Technically.
thought it
6
said
months.
I
Yeah.
thought it said another number. Yeah.
No, you get the marshmallow cream and the chocolate. Oh, and the smoky.
You getting that? I'm getting like
I'm getting
it's
smoky a
mainly
lot.
like
A lot of smoke.
kind of bitterness from the wood, but I'm not getting like
Bitter wood.
Yeah, I know.
It is smoky. Yeah.
I'm not getting that like kind of marshmallowy-ness
In the
that
beginning?
that you want from a Rocky Road. type of beer.
Honestly, I get like that Roush beer kind of flavor.
Yeah, I get that smoke too. Like
That-
that.
yeah.
The nose is smoky.
I'm not getting so much smoke. I get the chocolate and the cacao.
Yeah, like that bitter dark chocolate. That one
Just
that's
a little
like-
bit, but not so
Yeah.
much smoky though.
I get that too.
I think it's just it's a bad name for this beer. You know what I mean? Like they should have called it something else because it's not really.
Yeah.
Smoky Road,
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they do really good brown ales.
or maybe Smokey the Bear.
That
Yeah, like Old Brown Dog.
Mhm.
And this tastes kind of like almost like a variation of that. It reminds me more of like a brown, like a real dark brown beer.
I can see that.
So, anyway,
It's
something
not bad, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
I like it, but I don't get really any marshmallow.
yeah. I think we're a little bit spoiled
Well,
by other Rocky
I think
Roads.
Yeah.
I think the marshmallow will fall off very quickly. That's why. So if we probably had it 5 months ago, we might have had it a little bit more.
Yeah, in fairness,
sweeter.
yeah. So I got this through, distro, so Total Wine. So maybe fresher, got a little bit more marshmallow. But I guess
Yeah, it's like a certain other Tampa brewery with a Rocky Road stout.
they just released yesterday.
Yeah, definitely, is much better than this one.
That's all right.
But,
So somebody had mentioned Method Man,
Yeah.
so I think I would jump in with my topic.
MATHOD.
Man. So a judge had ordered Martin Shkreli to hand over Wu-Tang Clan album.
Yes, I heard about this.
The Pharma Bro is being told to forfeit a total of $7.36 million, and some of that money is the $2 million that he bought the last Wu-Tang
It
album.
was the only one.
Yeah, it was like
copy of
one
There's
of a
only one
kind,
copy,
yeah.
and he's the only. Farmer Bro is the only person in the planet that has heard this album other than the Wu-Tang Clan.
and the producers, and it's called Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. It was they made this one record. I think they recorded part of it in Morocco even. I mean they went out there to record this. No one knows what it's like, but since it is supposed to be, I think they had to wait 88 years for the music. If they wanted to sell it, the owner wanted to sell it, they could sell it, but they could play it for parties or they could make it free for the world. That was the stipulations. And because he is in court now, not for raising the he's infamous for raising the price of HIV treatment medication, but he's not he's known for that, but he's on.
Wasn't it also like he raised the price of like just regular inhalers to something ridiculous, right?
Well, it was for the HIV treatment.
They went like 1,000% higher or something insane. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's convicted for securities fraud. I mean, once you do some fucked up shit, they're gonna find anything to get you.
Mm-hmm.
But
So what's going to happen with the album?
that's what no one knows. Somebody, people are out there saying, "Yeah, you should do a Freedom of Information request, a FOIA Act request," and we should through that we could get the album. And there's like 3 tracks out of the 12 or so that are on the album that he's played in the background while doing like a Facebook Live event or something like after Trump won, he was so surprised because he didn't think Trump would win that he played like a track on Facebook Live. And then there were other events where he was just, he'd post and, do shit live and he would play the album in the background. So people had an idea of what it sounded like, but it's just a few tracks.
Damn.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
So we might get that rare Wu-Tang collaboration.
Didn't Prince
The
also have?
Wu-Tang.
Didn't Prince also have like a collection of like director movies like done for him privately?
Well, they actually said they're going to
In the
release
vault.
a bunch of Prince stuff.
which is
And
like insane.
somebody else told me they were going to be releasing
He's gonna have like
and David Bowie.
fucking like a shitload of music
Yeah,
come
he's
out
got a
now.
bunch of.
It's like
stuff
8
in the
albums
vault.
worth or some
Yeah,
fucking
like,
crazy
like
amount.
different live albums
And
stuff.
also in those assets that he has to turn over is a Picasso and the Lil Wayne album, The Carter 5,
Nice.
which was also similarly
One of those one of a kind. If only he would have known that Wu-Tang Clan was not to be fucked with.
I mean, there was other shit that he got like an online beef with like Raekwon or somebody like that from Wu-Tang that was like, I'll fuck you up, white boy. Like, oh, come at me. I got a posse. He's like, okay, okay, we'll see about this.
He's gonna tie the asshole shut and keep feeding him. Feeding him. Anyway, did anyone see Wu-Tang when they just came down here to Wynwood a couple months ago?
Oh no!
Coworker of mine
that-
went
that
and
3
said it was
3
like,
points.
super packed, but that it was
Awesome.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Next time.
And there probably won't be a next time. Shit.
No, Method Man still going around and trying
Yeah,
to get the crew together. What's left.
Well,
I
he
mean,
also
well-
records a lot with Redman.
Well, Method and Red were at FIU like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
I was there for that concert.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That was a
What
fucking,
was the campus invasion?
I
thing?
don't know. It was a big ass smoke out, is what it was.
Yeah.
It was it was only like 100 people by the time they actually came on stage.
Well, because they had that DJ. Was it Rob Bass or something?
No, DJ Kool
DJ Kool, but it was
DJ
one of
Kool
those.
Kid.
It was an old like freestyle guy.
It was that guy like ba da 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 ba da da da
Yeah.
bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Let me clear my throat.
And that's how he came out. He's like, I mean, at
Did he
that
just
point,
play that for like 2 hours?
he played it. He did play it back to back. But the way he sold it, like he comes out like, I'm sorry guys, it's taking a while to get them out here. My name is DJ Kool Kid. You might know me by one of my songs, but first, before I play that, let me clear my throat. And then he busted, and that place blew up. Like, we've been to a few concerts, but that shit blew up. It was the corner of the stadium, of FIU Stadium, and it was like, holy shit. I mean, Redman jumped out and crowd surfed for a while. I mean, 100 people.
That does sound awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty intimate. And he's like looking at everybody in the crowd. He's like, everyone, take your blunts out, smoke that shit right now. And someone comes on stage, whispers something to them. He's like, that was a joke, guys. Please don't do this. We are in college. We are in a college, a state college. Let's not do that. Do that when you get home to your own private places.
Yeah.
But we know when we leave here, we want to smoke a fat one. What about you guys?
Almost as bad as the Damian Marley concert at UM.
Oh man, I can only imagine.
The only UM concert I went to there was when they had Talib Kweli, and they cut his mic off at 11.
Yes, I remember. I was there.
You were
the
there
police,
too?
The police were like, "Oh, curfew!" Man,
They cut his mic off, and he's like, "Well, fuck it, I don't need a mic," and he kept going, and then they cut some of the lights.
yeah, he cut all the lights out, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, fine, we're gonna go."
That
It was cool. It was like tons of free food and shit. I'm like, "They're just
Yeah.
open." I was like, "These fools know that half these people don't even go to the school."
That's sick.
That's almost as bad as when we saw Eminem at Warped Tour '99.
Oh yeah,
and the
he played for like 2 minutes, literally.
Yeah, because
like,
Pompano Beach amphitheater and like that fucking city had the no cursing
like
policy.
no profanity ordinance or something. And
Fuck that.
Yeah, so
He
fucking
had a
like,
giant middle finger, right?
not back then, and so like because it was Warped Tour, so like they own at the big stage.
Oh
props.
yeah.
And he got like 2 minutes in, and like they just had the DJ had to keep like scratching
over,
and
like-
shit, and he was like, "Fuck this, I'm out" or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, Pennywise was always at the end. They always did the last song as "Fuck Authority." They knew that they were coming there, and they're like, "All right, you guys sing it, and the cops can't arrest all of us."
That's awesome, man.
I mean, the only time I've seen him shut down a concert was Pitbull and Uncle Luke.
was that just because like Pitbull's so fucking terrible? That
It was
they
at
couldn't stand him
Calle
anymore.
It was at Calle Ocho.
Oh, it's too crowded, probably, right?
He goes, what song you want to hear first? And and Uncle Luke comes out and he puts on, one of his classics. And then there's like a fight that breaks out. This is Calle Ocho.
It's Cayocho.
And the police are like, shut it down. It's over. This is over. I mean, I used to see some, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe, Noriega. Free concert.
Yeah, man.
They like shutting shit down on the Cayocho.
Oh yeah.
But Union's still up.
Yes.
Goddamn right. Union Club for life.
Yes.
Sweet. So this is called filler because we still have 2 more beers and only a couple more topics.
Yep.
So let's get to the next beer.
Which drum roll, please.
Not really.
Yeah, don't actually do that.
It will come out on the microphones.
Okay, so I brought Nucleus Brewing Company.
It's fucking porridge.
That's the thing, man. He does it every time.
It's like it just explodes in his hands.
Explode. I just went Jason Pollock all over my pants.
Oh yeah, you better get to the bathroom.
Sonia.
So yours is on the floor.
Did you notice Jose is wearing a button-down shirt? It's fucking a gaping butthole with 8 clits.
So go ahead and tell us about this beer, Jose.
Okay, so this beer is a beer that my wife won because she won her beer league at online on Yahoo, and it was for beer. This one is a fruited sour that was spontaneously fermented in our cool ship and blessed with New York Rogue grapes. My wife is glaring at me because I spilled a whole bunch of beer.
Oh, I thought she was.
My pockets.
I thought she was glaring at you because it was New Glarus.
She was New Glarus at you.
She's glaring.
Larson. This came from Matt Larson from Wisconsin.
Shout out to Matt Larson. Whoop whoop.
I'm
Too
sure
sweet.
He's one
Whoop
of our
whoop.
fans
And Jose got
one of the three.
from Wisconsin. Ooh, dang.
Jose got a little excited and he spewed over his pants.
So, what do you guys think of the beer?
Oh my god, I have a fucking full on chub right now.
Yeah, Jose initially wet
Jesus
his pants,
Christ.
but now I did too.
Tony needs some space in his pants.
For those who could not hear that, what was just said?
After he said that he needs some space in his pants, his fiance says she's used to that. Jesus Christ, man.
So
You're going to let that shit stand or you going to regulate, son.
Hey, what can I say? He fills up his
Mount
pants.
It's not the size, mate. It's how you use it.
Why boo?
It's weird if someone's attacking someone else's manhood other than Jose.
Daniel C was on the street trying to consume.
I like you switch it to your name.
Hey, it's the same amount of syllables, so it fits.
Daniel C.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Next karaoke night.
Oh,
Daniel C. and J Dog.
Yeah.
Wow, this is-
instead of you doing what's the one you usually do? Fuck.
No,
Hey,
it's
Damian
Marley,
out in
welcome
the
to
streets,
Jamrock.
they
Yeah.
call it murder.
Yeah.
welcome to
I get a little bit
Jamrock.
of that bready, like flavorful with the
What am I doing,
with the
man?
fruits.
What are you doing?
Sometimes they do this at wine
Such a great
tastings.
beer.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
the-
all these
there's a little curve
berries. Like for everyone listening, if you can get your hands on this, I don't know if
Yeah,
this.
it's like
their-
cherry goodness.
Their beers are hard to get, so
Well, you can only get them in Wisconsin.
okay.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Usually, Alex Kendo would hook you up with some New Glarus. Darwin's waiting room in the
Yeah.
house.
All I know is that
Darwin's flaw for 5-bolt main.
they're,
What was the other one?
Oh, I can't remember.
The black guy that sang.
He's been in a bunch of bands.
Shit. I feel like an
bunch bands.
It was like before 5-bolt.
Can't hear you, Dan.
Oh, Alston.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
There we go.
They were fucking good.
Oh
I
yeah,
like that
Austin
band.
was good. I still have that in my.
Yeah, man, they were a good band.
Do you guys know that we're gonna have to do? I think a special pour at the end of the night
Oh, a cuvee.
Oh shit,
because
son.
there seems to be a little bit left. I see.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Quite a bit
We'll
left.
make it happen.
I think it's
Cuvée
going to be
Brew.
very interesting with our final beer. But before we get to that, Dan,
Yeah, man. So I got something kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys heard, but back in 2010, there was a study done on Ozzy Osbourne, and it found out that the middle 60-something-year-old rocker there carries several 100,000 genome variants that have never been seen by scientists, that of which make him less susceptible to the harms of drugs and alcohol, and ultimately a mutant.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Have they studied Keith Richards?
I mean,
Just about to say that.
so his genome, Ozzy's genome was sequenced, and the genetic analysis of him revealed that he is less likely to have these kinds of adverse reactions, when will. So,
Wow.
is that because he was born that way, or because heavy drug use?
I mean, it could be like, when you take small doses of poison over time, that you become immune to the toxins. And I mean,
Does that actually change your DNA sequence? Like
if you do the good stuff, maybe.
maybe.
Well, I mean, didn't Rasputin take arsenic, just
A little
bit?
bit.
It was
a little bit over and over until
It
he,
was a commonplace for royalty and
yeah.
elevated people in Europe to do that.
Yeah, because you want to be immune just in case somebody tries to fuck with you.
yeah,
so
poison
you,
your.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
somebody actually tried to poison him, and he's like, "This tastes like arsenic. Take him away."
that's pretty badass,
Yeah.
though. Like, imagine to be able to to tell, and they think they're going to get away with some shit, and you're like, no, you're gonna finish this plate now, bitch.
It was also, who also did that was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the guy who wrote Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. He also do that too. He used to take poison every day.
That's interesting.
A little bit to build up his tolerance until he got really terrible headaches and he had to stop.
See how soft Hitler was? He had to have tasters and let them all die instead of building up the tolerance.
Well, I'm sure he didn't. Like, most of them did that starting out as children.
Yeah, I know.
And he was in the military.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez.
We just took a dark turn, man. Damn.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up Hitler, JJ.
Yeah, I mean,
usually that's my job.
And it's kind of ironic that we're talking about arsenic, especially since we're drinking cherries.
The views of JJ do not reflect that of Beer Bros and BS.
Oh, that's a first.
Hey! It's opposite day.
So it's ironic that we're talking about arsenic, especially since we're drinking cherries, because that's where most arsenic concentrated nut that you have.
Really?
I would
It's
imagine it
cherries.
would come from fish.
I thought it would come from my arse.
Which is why you should pit cherries before.
That's why you should wipe good.
Before using them in lambics, that's why you should pit your cherries.
Really? I had no idea, man. That's actually really interesting.
So what happens when you pop your cherry?
Have you ever brewed a lambic?
Well, that's how you make lambics.
Popping cherries.
Nice.
Popping cherries.
And then you get some red liquid. Oh, never mind. All right.
And there
It's all good, everybody. Reclaiming its throne.
I was gonna say after that, you can do a Zoot Suit Riot.
Oh, my God. Well, okay. Never mind. I'm going to stop talking about...
I see what you did there.
About perforated hymens.
I am the Ding Dong Daddy of the D-Car line.
Yes, taking it back to 1996 when swing was a thing for
The
6 months.
The Ding Dong Daddy.
Did 15 minutes wrong. Go, Daddy!
Why was swing revived in the 90s?
Because it is fantastic.
It was fun.
It's
Dude.
cool, but why?
It should come back again. I demand it.
Because it was something that you could relate to your grandparents with.
I mean, maybe because it wasn't.
But you couldn't swing your grandmother then.
You couldn't.
But she would
She break a hip.
She would get nostalgic and be like, back in my day, when we would do shit like this, me and your granddaddy or whatever.
We did it. It got you.
Me and your great uncle. Whoa.
Well, no, they would have had my parents, and then my parents would have had later. But
And the 80s would have had, some
Drop that beat.
special, disco events or freestyle events.
yeah, I don't know, but whatever.
Threw him off on that one.
They probably did.
Imagine
it
if disco came back. It'd be something.
I mean, Static X tried to bring back evil disco. That was their self-named genre.
Yeah.
That
I don't think
Static-
anyone describes them as.
No, they're not. They were just fucking new metal. But
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, I mean,
I would call them industrial metal.
Yeah, they're totally wanting to be like Ministry.
Yeah.
they were. Yeah, you're right.
At least the first.
But I mean, Wayne
But I mean,
was
Ministry
saying,
started out
evil
as
disco.
dancey.
Ministry was a fucking dance band. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so-
Goo Goo Dolls was a punk rock band in the 80s, and they stayed around and then started making pop rock.
Right? Pantera was hair metal.
Yeah,
So, JJ, what's your topic?
Metal magic.
Right? We got
so
some
good.
semi breaking news right here on Red Rose BS. There we go. Tony's got the sound down. All right, so today, Star Wars Lucasfilms announced that finally, after it seems like they've been talking about this shit for decades, that it looks like it is now confirmed. We will have a live action Star Wars television show. It will be coming to us in the year 2019. And none other than director Jon Favreau will be doing it. And if you're not familiar with him, he did.
He's going to be executively producing us.
Oh,
He's not going to be directing it.
oh, I'm sorry. Executive producer, or he's writing. He's writing it. I'm sorry. There we go. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you.
Like he's going to be the showrunner, I guess.
Yeah.
Speaking of swingers, swing.
Yep. There you
And
go.
maybe
There you go,
Big
man.
Bad Voodoo Daddy will play in the cantina.
That'd be amazing. So this will be completely separate. They said there's no plot information as of yet. The release said probably by the end of the year. They give you an idea and there'll be a teaser.
Yeah, just show some Jedi, show some lightsabers, and blasters,
Yeah.
and we'll all be happy.
Any word on if Vince Vaughn will be appearing?
I'm sure he's going to be
as Double Down Trents.
The new Sith Lord.
But think about it. He didn't show up in any of the Iron Man films.
movies. Yeah.
Or Avenger
You know what?
films.
You're
that
right, and he
that
could have
produced.
easily been fucking the
Whiplash?
role that Sam Rockwell was.
Oh yeah,
He's about the same age, similar look.
Yeah,
you know.
being the weapons dealer.
He could have been, what was his fucking Hammer, right?
Yeah, Hammer.
He could. I mean, maybe they're similar.
That would have been dope.
I think so.
Yeah,
Sam Rockwell's pretty.
Sam
fucking
Rockwell's
awesome.
a badass.
Yeah.
But totally unrelated. Whatever. Okay.
So it's exciting to see what this is. It could be any timeline, and so that follows the news that just came out a few weeks ago that the Game of Thrones directors, D.B. Weiss and David Benioff. Yeah, I don't know how you say his last name or pronounce it rather. But so they're doing a completely different set of films compared to the Rian Johnson next set of films that will be separate from the Skywalker trilogy. So, gotta ask you guys, there's a lot of Star Wars coming out. Do you think it's going to be an oversaturation, or do you think there's enough content there and diversity with all these new directors and everything that they can keep it interesting?
Depends what time frame they make it.
It's gonna be. It feels less special already.
Yeah, I worry that they're gonna kill the golden goose.
It's already been feeling less special. Think about but back in the day. Okay, you had how many years were between 4, 5, and 6? Maybe
5 years,
4 or 5 years between each one.
It was 3 years between each one.
3 years, and then we had the prequels pretty quick. Once they came out, about
they were also 3 years apart.
Yep.
Were they okay? And then now, they're here, make 7 right away. Make Rogue One, make 8, within a year of each one.
There will be a Star Wars film every year.
I think that's overkill.
One
bro.
or two,
I feel
now
like
there's
it's,
Han for
But
this.
it's not like Rogue One has to do with what's currently going on.
No, it
That's
has
what I'm trying to say.
Solo to do with New Hope.
It depends on the time frame. If you just base it on the same time frame as and try to make it too much on say episode 4, and you screw around with the story, then it's gonna be no. But if you make it into let's say before Anakin, before episode 1, that would
if
be
they go
cool.
to the Old Republic, the old Knights of the Old Republic games.
So that's 1,000 years. They're not going to do that.
No, but you never know. I'm saying, or they could go way in the future. But, it's an endless amount of content. Or what if they do the first ever R-rated with the Game of Thrones directors? They're used to doing mature content. You think Disney would allow an R-rated Star Wars film?
Why not? They said they're going to keep Deadpool.
Dude, Deadpool as rated R.
Yeah.
Why not?
Dude, they're going to make money, man.
They can even do
regardless of the fact of whether I think it's overkill. They're still going to make money. So,
but they could do the origins of the Jedi Knights, the original origins, when they didn't have lightsabers and just
They
had
just announced
power,
today.
power
Ryan,
weapons.
who played the voice for Snoke? It was Andy Serkis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did an interview yesterday, and they were saying the reason why they all discussed between JJ, Ryan Johnson, and a couple other people, Kathleen Kennedy, who runs Lucasfilms now, and they were saying they want to purposely keep him a secret because they might be saving him for prequels or his own story or something else, maybe. And he was like, I can't really say anything else. So I was like, oh, maybe this ties into, the next series of movies or maybe the TV show. I was like, that's something interesting, and it could be totally different. Just because it doesn't always have to have Jedi. There's games or, books or whatever that focus on just...
look at the N64 game Shadows of the Empire was
Dash Rendar.
Dash Rendar. He's a regular guy.
Yep.
So that game kicked ass, too. So.
Yeah. Rogue One didn't have any Jedis.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not like it's dying down. I did Star Wars Celebration this past year, and it was fucking crazier than ever.
Oh, I'm sure,
We're probably going to be at Wakefield again for May 4th.
Oh, yeah. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, yeah?
I'll be there for Revenge of the 5th.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that puts me at ease a little bit is how it's worked so well with Marvel.
Yeah.
That there's Marvel movies coming out all the fucking time, and they've still been able to keep up good quality. So
Yeah.
maybe Star Wars will
Yeah, they always quality test this. And one final bit of news: the Star Wars. For those that are not familiar, all the Disney parks are kind of doing a revamping. They're almost turning like half Marvel, half Star Wars by this point. So there's going to be a Star Wars land in Walt Disney World in Orlando, and that's going to be opening up soon. And it's going to have its own Star Wars themed hotel. So instead of windows, it's going to be these artificial, like looking into space. So you get to pick what planets you go to and all that. And so reservations are going to be opening up, they said, by the end of the summer. So get those bank accounts ready.
So
That's just gonna be expensive
booking
as
like
fuck.
probably a year and a half out, 2 years out,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, because Star Wars Land, that
It's
the
going to be
ones
at
planning,
Hollywood Studios, right?
yeah, they're planning for the fall of 2019.
Have they said how much it will cost to stay at the hotel?
Not yet. It's gonna be rough.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to do it.
And I know that they're saying, like, apparently, if it's the same thing that I read, that, like, you're given a role when you stay there, that you, like...
and you have your own story.
It's like extreme cosplay, kind of. That's pretty fucking
Very cool. They said the Star Wars land itself, they didn't want it just to feel like you're walking in Disney World and walk into like, oh, here I'm walking into these places that have Star Wars memorabilia, or I'm going on a ride. The whole thing is going to be, there's going to be battles happening
Like
on the
super
street
immersive
randomly
and
and super immersive. They're going to make actual lightsabers that are not like plastic like the toys, that they're going to be functional lightsabers. I'm like, how the fuck is that going to happen? That's one of my most excited things. So, last one.
There have to be some sort of cap to make it from just to keep the light
Yeah.
from extending.
How does it know when to stop?
How's it?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and
The
during the
Force?
daytime.
Yeah, no, it's going to be some other shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, anyway, so staying at the hotel room, what planet you want to stay on? You get to pick your planet.
I mean, Tatooine or
Naboo.
Naboo. Nice.
I mean, I like it. I like it cold when I go to bed. So Hoth.
Like it, Jose?
Does it have to be a planet?
No, you could pick the Death Star or some shit, or be on outer space.
I might go with Naboo too. That's like the prettiest planet, I guess, or Coruscant.
Cool, Coruscant. The nice. You can look at a city through a window at any of the things.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go Mustafar with a view of Darth Vader's castle.
So,
or wait, what was the one with the water everywhere?
Wakanda?
Camino.
Camino.
Yeah.
The cloners.
Yep.
JJ, maybe Disney owns Marvel, but Universal has the Marvel theme park land. Do you know, if anything's
That's gonna be
happening
phasing
with
out.
that?
Yeah,
they're gonna change
it's
it.
just little by little because of those properties. Those rides have certain licenses.
Is the license expiring now for Universal or something? Or?
I
Yeah.
think they were gonna do like Nintendo or something like that.
Yeah,
they're gonna
Nintendo
change
Land
it.
opens up the same time Star Wars and Marvel Lands open up. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster inside the big ball in Epcot. That's 2020. It's going to be a roller coaster like Spacebound, but
Oh,
with
what?
inversions.
What?
Talking about Spaceship Earth.
Yeah,
It's not a roller coaster. They're gonna keep the same ride. It's like
no, they said that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be a roller coaster with inversions. They said 3 inversions. That they're closing Spaceship Earth and turning into Guardians of the Galaxy's rocking ride through the galaxy or some shit like that.
I heard it
nice.
was gonna be near it. I didn't read that it was
No.
gonna be in it.
Yeah. So
Hey, man. Either way, that's
they need
that's
roller
cool.
coasters, in my opinion. So that's awesome. Like adult roller coasters.
I mean, I wouldn't go overboard with that because still the vast majority of people that are there are little kids.
No, but Space Mountain and that is
Yeah.
Yeah, you still want to keep around the majority of them, but have one or two that it's violently bad.
And that brings us to our final beer of the night. Just go ahead and open it.
The suspense builds. That's a big one.
What's the name, man? Why don't you tell us?
This is Founders Cubs. Some people might know it as Founders CBS, the Canadian breakfast stout. It's an imperial stout brewed with chocolate and coffee aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels. It is 11.7% alcohol by volume.
Gimme.
Yep.
And it is proudly a product of the U.S.
Damn it! I thought CBS was gonna be Canadian bacon and sausage.
So that also sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man.
And I did bring this one from Grand Rapids.
That looks so good.
I see it has a frothy head.
It must be cold.
That's the only way to get it.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like when you talk dirty, Jose.
It does smell pretty
Is that
fucking
Duke
good.
Nukem? What is that?
No, it's
This is Duke Nukem, baby.
Oh no, you're doing the hormone monster. Right?
Hormone monster.
All right.
Big Mouth. Watch Big Mouth.
We will.
Beer looks okay.
What was that? Jose?
The fucked up hormone monster.
Anyways, you got more info about
the coach's hormone monster.
So, what do you guys think about this beer?
You're the man, Steve.
Talk about the beer, man. What do you guys think about the flavor and stuff?
Man, it's really good.
That's it.
How'd you get your hands on this?
Good night.
I got my hands on it at the brewery.
I think they actually have this at Total Wine. No?
No, I doubt it. Doubtful, very doubtful.
I actually did see it there. At one
Really?
point, yeah.
Yeah, like there was a small distro, but like very few bottles. A couple of friends of the show.
So I remember like people were trying to snag this and they couldn't, and it comes and goes. It's a Karma Chameleon beer.
The what?
A Karma Chameleon beer.
Yeah, I was
is what he meant to say.
You made a fucking Boy George reference?
It comes and goes. It comes and goes.
Okay.
No, it smells amazing. Great aroma.
Tastes better.
It's a little spicy.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
A little picante.
Yeah.
But I think it's served at the perfect temperature, though.
I like it.
I agree. Yeah, I like. It's better not ice cold.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
I think
Which, speaking of, it's
I
been
would
pretty
say, though,
cold.
like, maybe if
for
you have
Miami
a
weather.
bottle to wait on it, right? It's
Been pretty cold for
settle
Miami
down.
weather, so it's a perfect beer for this time.
Yeah.
I mean, by cold, I mean like 60 degrees beer.
Honestly, I would love a cigar with this right now.
yeah. No, it's gotta say it's pretty amazing. It's been a while that Miami for us to have tonight. The low is going to be 48, and March. That's pretty amazing. I love it.
That's cool.
Nice with the penguins. So, and we got a Mountie on here. Your favorite wrestler, Dan.
I wouldn't mind hanging.
I dressed up as him for Halloween in first grade.
The Mountie, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother lived in Michigan, and they had like just like they have here military surplus stores, but in Michigan they also carry Canadian
Well, I mean,
stuff.
because Detroit is like right under
Yeah.
Canada. I mean,
Yeah,
it's right there.
Just the whole state.
Michigan and Canada are like the same piece of land.
Michigan's a peninsula.
Well, okay, but there's a part, right? There's a part that connects. No?
There's like a ferry you could take from Detroit to Windsor.
It's not land connected. I thought Windsor, Ontario connected.
Or as they say in
There might
France,
be a bridge.
Detroit.
Do they really?
I don't know.
Like a menage?
I remember
No,
Dan.
but, like, I think like Detroit or Detroit actually has like a meaning in French. Like,
Well, yeah, of three, right? I mean,
no, because Trois is like Trois.
yeah, but with a
Detroit-
T.
Yeah, I think it means like river or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Of river. What do you name the city? Just it's a river town or
you
whatever.
can name it River
Whatever.
of Blood.
Or probably lakes would be more expected. I don't know.
I know. But Dan, you've seen Canada from
Somewhere
U.S.
Rhine.
continent?
Yeah, man. When we were on
Millennium Force.
Millennium Force in, we were in Cleveland or
Yeah.
right outside.
Yeah, right
Sandusky.
outside.
No, Sandusky.
Sandusky.
And we fucking saw Canada from like 350 feet up in the air or something like that.
Yep.
And I was taking a shit in my pants, and it was amazing. And it was like right after LeBron left Miami and went to Cleveland, and I wore the LeBron Miami jersey to fuck with them. Or no, vice versa. When he
you
left
wore a away
Cleveland-
jersey.
It was when LeBron left Cleveland to come to Miami, rather, and I wore the Wade Heat jersey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But-
yeah. Because
so
it wasn't.
it actually means a straight.
Oh.
In French.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is by where one lake meets the other.
Do-do-do-do.
JJ's word would be sanguine rion.
So let me ask you guys, what burns your bacon?
I'll go. What burns my bacon is when people make like really stupid abbreviations. For example, saying O instead of 0. Like,
Hey, I do that all the time.
I know, and it happens, without thinking sometimes. But then when I do think about it, I'm like, that's really fucking stupid. You're literally saving one syllable, man. And I mean, I don't know.
My thing is that it's stupid of me to do that because I can confuse somebody by, do you mean the letter O or?
Well, yeah.
Or 0.
Also, what really burns my bacon / grinds gears but burns my bacon. And apparently also it can have gears get ground is the fact that in most fonts a capital I and a lowercase l are identical.
Yes, fuck that. And a 1.
I hate that so much.
When the one
only fonts that don't have serifs.
And I hate that.
And then it's annoying when you try to type like Illinois and it just looks like a bunch of vertical lines in a row.
It looks like binary.
But getting back to the 0 thing, so do you say, like, when you tell your phone number, do you say 305 or 305?
I purposely say 0. So I deal with people who have to tell me their phone numbers all the time, and they'll say 305, and I'll say 305.
Like when I'm at work, I'm on the phone with, fucking hundreds of people throughout the day. And I do have to clarify between numbers and letters, and so it kind of stuck with me. Some of those habits.
Luckily, I haven't had that problem.
A little OCD-ish about it.
So because I do have to like go over the phone and do technical things, and sometimes I have to say, okay, I O and I'm like, oh shit, did the person interpret O as 0 or like the letter O?
Has anyone ever given you the M as in Mancy?
No, get the fuck out of here.
I've heard my coworker do that before, but that's only because he used to be in the Coast Guard.
That's tremendous.
And he's like November, September.
Oh no, well that I do, but I mean M like Mancy. That's awesome. I'm gonna use that on somebody.
Yeah, that was fucking Archer. Can repeat the things. What did you say?
That's awesome.
JJ, what brings you bacon?
All right, I got a real small one because you were talking about.
You're damn right.
Yeah, well,
that's what she said.
Yes, your reputation has preceded you.
Yeah, I know. If I was a rapper, I'd be Dickie Smalls.
I'm sorry.
So you talking about the I's and the L's in Illinois? That's annoying. But I got one. They announced today Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So
that burns my bacon.
No, but they usually, you got the Roman numerals. I'm going to show you guys the picture of the official game art.
Let me see.
No,
there's 4 eyes for the.
Oh, it looks like a commander badge.
Oh,
that's what they're going for, but
that's not a 4.
That's not a 4.
Yeah, I would not have known that is supposed to be a 4.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, that's pretty ridiculous. But what really burns my bacon, I'll put that up for you.
It could have been 4 dots, to be honest.
Isn't that dumb? But anyway, but also video game related, talking about a little bit pre-show. So Assassin's Creed Origins, very popular, fantastic game. It was my game of the year for last year. They're doing a new DLC, and it's going to be its own separate thing. It's called Assassin's Creed Origins Discovery. And the idea is it's set in Egypt, like the game is, but there's no combat. And the idea is it's a museum mode, and they want to use it for educational purposes.
For educates?
It's a
for educates great country of Kazakhstan.
For to educate, make great benefits for a country.
So,
it's nice.
I like.
It's enough.
Superior potassium.
Yeah, I was going to say, number 1 producer, potassium.
My sister number 4 prostitute.
Borat forever.
Since 2006 again. Borat jokes.
Borat is timeless. Fuck you.
Fucking old. Anyway, but so this new mode sounds fantastic. It's a cool way to see all the vistas and look at all the fucking legendary fucking shit from the times of Egypt. But the shit that burns my bacon is that they've came out and said, due to consulting all these different people and whatnot, that they've decided that they're going to censor the art in the game. And me personally, I think that's fucked up. I think one, that's an insult to the people who made the game, the artists and everyone that put all this work into the game, and that they're going to censor it. But on top of that, when you go, like, even, the earliest days when you took a field trip to the museum, they don't cover the tits and dicks and whatever that you see on the paintings or statues.
That's right, boys. At the museum, you can get free porn.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
right. This was a short one.
Everyone knows their fucking bodies. It's not this fucking unspoken realm.
It's okay, Timmy. You can look down.
So, but I don't know. I think it's fucking horseshit that they're fucking censoring history. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's fucking horseshit?
It's fucking horseshit, man.
Yeah.
It is fucking horseshit, but I gotta tell you, when I saw the Venus de Milo in person, I got so fucking hard. I just wanted to fuck that statue like so bad.
See, but you're discovering.
She has one less arm to push you away.
Surprised nobody went Jason Pollock on that artwork.
No,
it's not Jason Pollock. Jackson Pollock.
Jackson. Whatever.
Jackson.
Jake Winwood.
Jake Winwood.
Jose, what burns your bacon?
What burns my bacon is when people try to fuck with time. What I mean by this is that Florida legislature
Great Scott!
Florida legislature is actually passed a bill, and it's already at the governor's signing to be signed. Is that they will keep daylight savings time, so we will not change our daylight.
I'm actually very happy about this.
No, I am not happy about this.
It's pretty stupid.
It's pretty stupid because I'm going to have to be supporting the fucking software to be like taking into account the new daylight savings time before they actually patch it.
Wasn't that the Nazi started that?
Yeah.
No, it's actually Benjamin Franklin who came up with the idea.
Yes,
true.
actually, that's Tony.
look that up.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, yeah, now that I said it. Yep. You're correct.
Yep.
I got to give Danette credit because she told me that.
But yes,
I think that's really stupid, man.
I don't agree with it, especially because I'm a sports fan. I want to watch my games, and I do want some sleep before I go back to work the next day. Because you do realize that since you're an hour behind, then that means that if you're going to watch, like, for instance, a West Coast game, you're going to have to stay up until 11 o'clock to just start seeing the game.
So just record it.
I don't have a recorder.
Recording sports is a fucking no-no, dude.
Yeah, I know.
That's bullshit. By the way, the Heat won. Go Heat.
Woo!
Sixth place.
Nice.
But no, I'm happy about it because I hate when it's not daylight savings time in Miami and the sun sets at like 6 p.m.
I like that. Why? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, then it's cooler.
No,
you like fucking cool temperatures.
No, I think sun should set like later at night when it's daylight savings time. Like it sets at like 8 o'clock during daylight savings time, which is when I think sunset should be.
Which, by the way, next week it's going to be like that. So
yeah.
So evidently,
So I'm all for this.
according to timeanddate.com, Franklin simply suggested that Parisians could economize candle usage by getting people out of bed earlier in the morning, not necessarily turning back the clocks. It actually started... It was first used. Germany and Austria were the first countries to use daylight savings time in 1916.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I remembered reading something
Okay,
about
so it wasn't the Nazis.
The precursors.
Well, that was World
Hey.
War One.
Yeah.
Tranquilo.
And Canada soon followed in 1914.
hey, Canadian bacon.
Yeah, it just fits in with the beer.
Made in America, not Canada.
But the actual
they're
document that
North
they
America,
used,
but you know what I mean.
Germany's 1916 DST law. Tony, you want to go ahead and pronounce that word? First word, simple.
I can't even read the font.
Reichs.
Oh, Reichsgeschlacht.
Yeah, I don't think I would do any better than that.
Yeah, we apologize to our
German
speaking listeners.
You could have just given it to me. I could have done.
Oh no, it's
Good job.
Reichsgefetzblatt.
Yes.
Is there an Oothlung?
It's sadly lacking umlauts. So Lemmy would not be pleased. But
Yeah. I like it. That was some good,
what can you do?
strong pronunciation
Thank
there
you.
for your German there. I I like it. We're doing our German listeners proud. Hopefully.
Probably not.
Probably. not.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
They will
this-
send
I
us to
just-
the Krankenhaus.
I just feel that
Well,
it's going
bro,
to make everything so much more complicated for logistics and stuff like that if you're doing anything like with transportation or just like having to keep time of like different time zones. And it's
Yeah, I
super
think it's
retarded.
a
It's
stupid
retarded
idea.
that New York is going to be we're going to be ahead of New York even though they're more east of us.
So if you guys want to learn German, check out Armchair Anthro on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Shameless plug.
Tony, what burns your bacon?
I'll tell you what burns my bacon.
Oh, he's fired up.
I'm fired up. So there's like a local street artist who I'm not going to give publicity to because he burns my bacon. But you probably have seen it. Like all this guy does is paint an orange with a smiley
Don't
face.
you talk shit about Atomical?
Yeah, it's all
Atomic
it is.
is awesome.
It's just a smiling orange, and like
And it's the most Miami shit ever.
it's fucking
Yeah, it is. Right on, Jose.
It's an orange. It's, you know,
Good thing you did that when Reyes was not here.
as far as I can tell, this is the only thing this man can draw. And like every
And he
craft
does it
brewery in
well.
town,
Why? Why not?
every
He-
craft brewery in town, every like
Trademarked
food
it.
truck like wants
Jason
to
Pollock,
collaborate with this guy and have this fucking
Jackson,
orange on their
wait,
shit.
Jason or Jackson? All Pollock did was like splatter on like
His jizz.
his jizz on like on canvases.
That's right.
That's all he can paint.
I don't
like,
think I've ever
He said
agreed
in
more with
Jim
Jose
Pollock.
than right now. It is Miami. It is the home of the
Yeah,
Orange
no.
Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't it
Game.
remind you of the Orange Bowl?
The Orange dropping in Bayfront Park on New Year's
It's
Eve.
Eve. Well,
The Orange Bowl parade.
we'll let that rest because unfortunately they don't do the orange drop anymore.
Yeah, they do.
They didn't do it this last year.
Yes, they did.
They didn't televise it then.
They don't. They never televised it.
Oh.
But yeah, they definitely did it in Bayfront Park.
Oh shit. Okay.
Anyway, it's a guy who can draw one fucking thing, and everyone's like, "Ooh, let's fucking work with this guy and fucking get an orange on our shit." It's fucking stupid. Burns my bacon.
I hate the Orange Bowl too.
Why do you hate fruits?
You know what? You should just make. You should make his apparel like the atomic orange, like with. Beer
I'm
Bro.
gonna talk to him now. So when you ever get a hat, it's gonna have that fucking orange. on
Make
it.
Beer Bros BS, but the O's are oranges. or the O.
Smiling orange.
We'll have
The one
The
O.
one O in the middle.
We'll have Alex reach out to him.
Yeah. The one O.
That's pretty
right
cool,
in the
dude.
middle, a big ass orange.
So what was the favorite beer of the night?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go with the New Glarus.
Yeah, the chumps.
Yeah, I like that.
CBS.
It's a tough call this time, but
Yeah,
I think
Chump and CBS are close calls, but yeah.
I think I'm gonna say the Boulevard, the Fooder.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with CBS. Dark Side.
Wow.
Yep, CBS was my number 2.
So the broadcast.
It'll be
wins.
my number 2 later tonight too.
Dark,
So-
dark poop.
So remember, you can always find us on Facebook.com/BeerBrosBS. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at BeerBrosBS. Go to Untapped, follow us, find out what we ranked all these beers. Beer Bros BS. You got any emails now? You can send it to us, podcasts@beerbrosbs.com. And don't forget, send us your questions, your concerns, your jokes, insults
Nudes.
to us at nudes@beerbrosbs.com. You'll be able to find everything on our website, www.beerbrosbs.com. Make sure to subscribe and follow the show on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Bloodberry, Overcast, Kodi, uBook, Player FM, Podcast Addict, Microsoft Podcast App, Digital Podcast, Listen Notes, Podbeans, Podcast Blaster, Radio Public, and Google Play Music. I'm Dave, the Big Librarian.
I'm Tony.
This is Daniel.
JJ, the middle chef.
Jose.
All right, good night, guys. Cheers.
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 Yes.
Oh God, these are thin.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Beer Bros and BS. Cheers.
Beer bro.
Beer Bros.
Beer Bros.
And BS.
Yes.